vlogger video. Today I've been out with Rock FPV. We've been flying at the school where we normally fly smaller quads. I did not take my 3.5 inch newer ones with me, but I took my Toothpicks. Wanted to test them, try them out, because I'm basically using new kiss rates that I'm using in beta flight. And I just wanted to see how they fly, and also test some new batteries for the 3S build. But first of all, the 2S build, I was just flying it short, just trying it, testing it, and I wanted to see how it does in an environment where there's more obstacles, where I can fly, and more interesting stuff. And yeah, it was really fun. By the way, I'm using these 2S Tattu packs. They're very cheap and kind of a little bit crappy. If you punch up fully, then you can see a battery sag, or there's quickly you'll get the message on screen where it says low battery. They work. They're still better than on the 3S version, where the Tattoos really are bad and they actually need better batteries, but we'll come to that. So basically, what I also did was adjusting the 4.3 cam, the Nano V3, and I tried to optimize the picture, also in the goggles. That's what you see. The recording, by the way, is 4.3, so it doesn't matter what you change on the cam. The recording on the VTX is always the same. But in the camera, in the goggles itself, you can basically change to a 4:3 ratio. Which gives you a little bit more of upside and down. You see a little bit more if you do power loops or stuff. It helps for acro, in my opinion. So for flying, a great thing. For recording, not so much. Of course, recording, the best way to do it is basically 16:9, in my opinion. But it's not the best ratio for flying itself. But yeah, it doesn't matter. But I've changed it. You will also see that in the grid, which I'll quickly show you. First of all, first flight is with the GEM's PiratFrames Toothpick 2S with a GOKU board, and yeah, it really rips. And I thought it's actually fast when I flew it the first time when I maidened it, and so, but you can really go quick with it. So not 2S, it's also enough powerful. But I think what's holding it a little bit down is basically the batteries. I think they will try some GMB high voltage batteries, because these are not high voltage and they do not have a very high C rating. So yeah, you can feel it. But otherwise, what I think, you shouldn't take heavier batteries. I have jello in it that I also need to fix, but also I think this flies better if it's lighter and you have less prop wash, especially with 2 blades. The heavier the quad is, the better it is. If you use 3 blades, as on the AOS T3, it was a TP3 before. The AOS T3 3S build that I've got, where you can feel the tracking is just better, and it's easier to catch it if it's if it's coming out of a dive. So, but of course these are more efficient. I think I get a flight time of about 3.5 minutes easily with these. Even so, they're not that good pack. So I bet with GNB or something else, HV 450s, which could maybe also be lighter than these or the same, you will get a much better flight time. But yeah, I'll check that out. I will try that in a maybe later video. Got to order them first. But yeah, have fun, and let's look into the first clip of the 2S GEM's PiratFrames build. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, it's a ripper of quads. Something that I wouldn't choose as a beginner, because it's really fast, and if you crash, you can break an arm easily or so, and basically you have to replace the whole frame, or if it's damaged or so. That's the thing with toothpicks, especially if these are one parts or so. So I would say, even and also because they're so fast and they're nimble, it's more maybe something for a little bit inexperienced band. I wouldn't say that I'm too much experienced.
I'm too old for this shit.
But just, I don't fly into all objects that are there. No, it's just if you start with it, it's kind of hard to control it, and if you fly full speed, it's easy to smack it into an object or so, and maybe also break it, or also break the motors. That's why I would recommend something heavier with less extreme power to weight ratio than toothpicks, let's say. Or maybe one is toothpick, that will work. But also, we have the large props. If you go down somewhere, if you crash somewhere, you basically cannot turtle with this, because of two blades doesn't work, and even it doesn't stand so well. If you just hit something, it will turn or flip upside down, and you basically, a lot of the times, you need to go stand up and go for a walk of shame and pick it up. But yeah, so let's get to the second toothpick. That's the 3S. I've had this a few times on my channel, and basically what I now did, the last thing that I wanted to change was trying high voltage packs. These are GMB 450s and 3S, and even so, the rating isn't very much higher, or maybe 5 or 10 higher than on the tattoos that I got. These are day and night, really. You can just look at the old video, look how it behaves and everything, and there is basically no battery sag, and you can basically punch out until the end of the pack, where the battery gets low, and you won't get the message, or it pops up very few times, depending maybe on the of course, if you fly in the cold, then it will come earlier. But yeah, they work much better, and the flight times is awesome. I basically only did one flight today. This was just a test flight. Yeah, but you will see it. I got it caught up in a tree. I was lucky to be able to turtle out of the tree after some attempts, and it fell down basically out of about 10 meters. No damage so far, and I then took off again with the same pack, used and flew for about 4 minutes, but check it out yourself. And it's amazing how efficient it is, even with the 3 blades, and also the tracking. That's what I love with this quad. It really tracks fine. You can really fly exactly or accurate where you want it to go. You can place it there, and also catching it out of a dive is good with this. So these are fun quads. I'm really happy with them, how they came out. The only thing that I want still to fix is the jello that I get. It's maybe also the cam that is quite sensitive, or could be sensitive, but I think I will check what I can do. By the way, what I also changed on the first one was the multiplier was a little bit too high. I know that's the overall tuning. It was a little bit too much, so I could hear it when I flew at the first pack. If you hear something like a shattering or so, then it basically normally means that it's that you need to go down a notch, or maybe turn down the master multiplier or so. The easiest way to get rid of it, because it's a preset, and not quite sure on what frames or in what sea level or node level above C. Basically, they set it up, but for here it wasn't, or it doesn't fit that good. It was just little bit too much, but it absolutely flew much better after that. And the shattering was gone, but I still have a little bit of vibration of jello in the cam. So yeah, that's something that you can easily, you don't need to know a lot about tuning them at the beginning, but just small things. If you have a preset, then normally you can use the master multiplier. If it's set too high and you have that shattering, then turn it down. Maybe 0.2 or 0.3, see how it flies. Also, always check how warm the motors are after the flying. That will also indicate that something is wrong if they get too warm. And if they're cold, you can maybe also go turn it up a notch and see if it gets any better. Yeah, that's basically just normal, just easy little tuning. Okay, so let's look at the second flight with this, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a great time, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.